In the shadowy world of espionage, where trust is currency and betrayal is the ultimate weapon, few stories are as gripping as that of Katrina Leung. Once hailed as one of the FBI's most valuable assets in its counterintelligence operations against China, Leung's double life would ultimately expose vulnerabilities in America's intelligence apparatus. How did a woman once trusted to protect national security become one of its greatest threats? Tune in to find out. Katrina Leung's story begins in the 1980s, during a period when US-China relations were marked by deep suspicion and uncertainty. Born in China, Leung moved to the United States at a young age, eventually becoming a naturalized US citizen. Her unique background, fluent Mandarin, and strong connections to both the Chinese-American community in Los Angeles and high-level social circles made her an ideal candidate for an extraordinary assignment. The FBI saw great potential in her and recruited her to infiltrate Chinese intelligence networks, a risky mission that would shape the course of her life. Under the code name Parlor Maid, Leung quickly gained the trust of the FBI, becoming one of their most valuable informants. She was able to provide what appeared to be highly valuable intelligence on China's Ministry of State Security, MSS, a key part of China's intelligence apparatus. Her reports seemed to lead to significant breakthroughs and counterintelligence victories, and her role as a double agent was considered vital to U.S. security efforts. Over the next 2 decades, she earned more than $1.7 million for her work, a sum that reflected the high regard in which the FBI held her as an asset. Despite her apparent success and the large sums of money she received, doubts began to surface. As the years passed, questions about Leung's true loyalty and motives began to arise. Her intelligence seemed too good, too perfectly timed, and there were growing concerns about the authenticity of the information she was providing. Was she truly working for the US? Or could she have been playing a dangerous game, feeding the FBI only selective or manipulated information? Were her ties to Chinese intelligence deeper than anyone had realized? The truth about Leung's role in this high-stakes world of espionage was far from clear. And as the investigation unfolded, it became evident that Leung's story wasn't just one of success and patriotism. Could she have been deceiving both the FBI and the Chinese government, working for herself in a complex web of espionage? Was she truly the perfect asset, or had she been too good to be true all along? Before we continue, have you ever come across a story so wild it made you question everything? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping content that'll leave you on the edge of your seat. At the heart of this story lies an affair that would compromise more than just professional boundaries. It would shake the very foundations of U.S. counterintelligence efforts. James J. Smith, a senior FBI agent and Leung's handler, became romantically involved with her, a relationship that spanned nearly 2 decades and blurred the line between duty and desire. Smith's judgment was clouded by his deep personal connection to Leung, allowing her unprecedented access to classified information without the usual scrutiny. His trust in her remained unwavering, even as red flags emerged. Unbeknownst to Smith, Leung had begun working for the MSS as early as 1990, weaving a complex web of deception. She skillfully played both sides, feeding the FBI sanitized intelligence while passing critical secrets back to China. Among the documents she accessed were details about U.S. counterintelligence operations in China, sensitive diplomatic strategies, and lists of FBI agents involved in high-stakes investigations. Some intelligence reports suggest she even provided China with insights into U.S. surveillance techniques, potentially compromising years of covert operations. Despite internal security protocols, Leung's dual loyalty went undetected for years, raising troubling questions about oversight and vulnerabilities within the FBI. How could such a breach go unnoticed for so long? And more importantly, how much damage had already been done? The first cracks in Leung's carefully constructed facade appeared in 2000 when credible information surfaced suggesting she was spying for China. Concerns within the FBI grew, but given Leung's long-standing reputation and close ties to senior agents, initial suspicions were met with hesitation. Yet it wasn't until 2002 that investigators found concrete evidence during a search of her home. Classified FBI documents hidden in a locked safe. These included sensitive information about ongoing investigations, counterintelligence methods, and details about Chinese defectors. The discovery left little doubt that Leung had exploited her position to collect and relay valuable intelligence to China. Leung's duplicity came fully to light when intercepted phone conversations revealed her discussions with her MSS handler about U.S. counterintelligence activities. In these exchanges, she provided insights into FBI operations, the agency's priorities, and even internal deliberations on China-related security threats. Despite these damning revelations, she maintained her innocence, claiming that any classified material in her possession was obtained accidentally or for legitimate work-related purposes. She insisted that her loyalty was to the U.S., portraying herself as a misunderstood patriot caught in an unfortunate mix-up. As investigators dug deeper, they uncovered a troubling pattern: years of overlooked red flags and missed opportunities to expose Leung's betrayal. Internal reports questioning her loyalties had been dismissed, and Smith's personal involvement with her only complicated matters further. Why did it take so long for the FBI to act on suspicions about one of their own assets? Even though when it seemed like Katrina Leung had everyone fooled, cracks started to appear, leading to the fallout that would change everything. In April 2003, both Leung and Smith were arrested, and the charges against them were serious. Smith was accused of gross negligence, while Leung faced charges for possessing classified documents without authorization. However, neither of them was charged with espionage, because there wasn't enough evidence to prove they had the intent to betray the country. The case caused a huge stir in the intelligence community, leading to a major review of how the FBI handles informants. FBI Director Robert Mueller called it a sad day for the FBI, admitting that there were clear flaws in the system that allowed this to happen. As a result of the scandal, the FBI introduced stricter rules for managing informants, including better background checks, polygraphs, and closer supervision of agents' relationships with their informants. Leung eventually pled guilty to the lesser charges and served a short prison sentence. Smith, on the other hand, was forced to retire and expressed regret for his actions, though he insisted he never meant to harm national security. This case made people rethink how vulnerable the U.S. could be to foreign intelligence threats, especially from within. It was a wake-up call that showed how easily trust can be broken, even from someone working on the inside. But the story doesn't end there. New revelations would soon emerge, leading to a controversial ending that no one saw coming. In a surprising and unexpected twist, all charges against Katrina Leung were dismissed in 2005 due to prosecutorial misconduct. The court ruled that certain evidence used against her had been improperly obtained, and as a result, the case was thrown out. This shocking dismissal left many questions unanswered. How much damage had Leung truly caused, and what was the full extent of her betrayal? And perhaps more importantly, why were the safeguards within the FBI so easily bypassed, allowing someone like Leung to slip through the cracks for so long? While Smith pled guilty to making false statements and received probation, Leung walked free, leaving behind a trail of unresolved issues. Critics were left in disbelief, questioning whether justice had truly been served in a case that had already caused so much damage to national security. Her release sparked heated debates about the fairness of the justice system and whether a double agent could ever truly be held accountable for their actions. The controversial ending to this saga left a bitter taste for many who had hoped for more transparency and accountability. Was this a case of a broken system, or did the FBI and the courts fail to deliver the justice the American public expected? The Katrina Leung case is a warning for intelligence agencies around the world. It shows how personal relationships can be dangerous in espionage and highlights the need for strict oversight. Most of all, it's a reminder that in the world of espionage, trust can be both a strength and a weakness. Could you have caught her deception before it went too far? The lessons from this case are important for everyone to remember, so we don't make the same mistakes again. Stay aware and keep questioning, because in situations like these, trust is everything. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more in-depth explorations into the world of espionage and intelligence. Stay tuned for more.